What is going on, people? I want to talk about this thieving ass ambulance chasing lawyer by the name of Michael Avenatti. I don't know why this guy continues to get work. He's proven to be a loser, but apparently there was a situation where he actually caught a win, and that was because of this idiot right here. And I'm calling him an idiot because why are you paying your ex-girlfriend $2 million is beyond me. But apparently he was hired, this guy, by his ex-girlfriend to, I guess they settled out of court because he did something to this female. See, this is why as an athlete you need to be careful the type of women you're dealing with. These women know that you have money and they're not going to leave that relationship empty-handed. So according to the Los Angeles Times, Avenatti is accused of embezzling nearly $2 million that the NBA player paid his ex-girlfriend. The type of cojones you have to do something like this. The fact that he was able to do this and think that he would get away with it. Now, I don't know how long he's known this particular female, but he obviously didn't care what she thought. Now, I don't know if Hassan is not going to have to pay this female. You know, the money that he was going to pay her was taken. If I was him, I wouldn't give her any more money. You know, it would show that she is inept as far as getting, good legal representation. And, I will leave it at that. But let's go into the article. When Hassan Whiteside of the Miami Heat wired $2.75 million to Michael Avenatti in January 2017, the pro basketball player intended most of the money to go to his former girlfriend, Alexis Gardner. Avenatti was Gardner's attorney, an actress and barista. Really, an actress and a barista. Okay. Well, she must have done a lot of acting in that relationship. She'd hired him just a few weeks before to negotiate a settlement of a potential lawsuit against Whiteside. It's unclear what she would have alleged. I guess, towards Whiteside. Avenatti quickly struck a $3 million deal, and the $2.75 million was Whiteside's first payment to her. Hassan, dude, you're a moron. I don't know what you did to this woman. Obviously, it must have been on the domestic side. Maybe you put your hands on her. I don't know what. But the fact that you're paying her millions to go away, something is deeply wrong with this situation, especially with Hassan. Because if you're innocent, bro, you didn't do anything, why are you paying her off? Unless you just want to see her succeed and you feel bad about how the relationship went. But you still don't owe her anything. Now, you can give her some startup money, you know what I'm saying, to help her out as far as bills when she, leaves the relationship. Because maybe she was living with you were taking care of her. You want to give her a little bit, you can give her some, a couple grand to get started off. But to give her $2.75 million, come on, broski. Now, not only are people looking at Avenatti sideways, but he's already been looked upon as a creep or looked upon as a shyster. But you also are going to be looked upon sideways. Avenatti, prosecutor said, was entitled to just take $1 million in legal fees, leaving the rest for Gardner. Instead, the alleged Avenatti hid Whiteside's payment from her and immediately took $2.5 million to buy a share of a private jet. This guy's ballsy, man. I mean, the lack of respect he had for her. The dude had no respect for this female, and she hired this guy. You hired a guy who has zero respect for you, who didn't care about you, and took the money and pocketed from him for himself. Because obviously, he must not have believed whatever information you had. But because Hassan panicked, he wanted to pay her off. The full story of Avenatti's alleged embezzlement from Gardner came to light in bank records in the April 10th indictment of the Los Angeles lawyer by a federal grand jury in Santa Ana. The 36-count indictment, which spans an array of alleged financial crimes, identifies Whiteside as individual 1 and Gardner as client 2. And well, I will say this though. I just have to put a link to this article. This guy is known to be a shyster. Now, when she hired this guy, I believe it might have been right around the time he was defending Stormy Daniels. Now, I want people to understand that, you know, people need to look at these people for who they are. Well, these guys are ambulance chasers. They're looking for the hot store that's going to get them paid. And that's what he did in this situation. And I hope this is a lesson learned for Hassan Whiteside and also for this female. Now you don't get anything, because if I was Hassan, I wouldn't pay her anything now. The money's gone. You know, I don't think you're going to get anything from Avenatti. Not right now. This guy put that money into a private jet. You know, this guy thinks that he's the smartest one in the room, but he's actually the biggest idiot because he's not winning cases publicly. You know, he tried to go hard at the R. Kelly. That didn't work. Well, it hasn't worked yet because, you know, he hasn't been at the forefront of that. You know, so we can't count that as a W. But I'm gonna count it as an L because, you know, he was running his mouth tweeting, and now look at the situation. You know, but you know, you females need to be careful, man. Stop hiring these ambulance chasers. You know, if you were gonna hire a lawyer, you should have got Gloria Allred or one of these other women who's actually has some success rate of getting some money. But y'all let me know in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts.